Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing The Legend of Korra. This is Book 3, Chapter 1, titled A Breath of Fresh Air. We've been looking so much forward to this, getting into this season, because many of you have been raving about it and telling us it's one of the absolute best ones in the entire Avatar universe, whatever you want to call it. And the last one ended with, there's some changes coming because the spirit world and the material world, like they're going to learn how to coexist now. So I guess that's part of the reason why the name of this book, Book 3, is Changes. It makes a lot of sense. But I think we're just going to jump straight into it and see what this whole book season, what it's going to be about. Unless you have anything you want to say?
No, not really. It's just chaotic days and everything's chaotic, so I guess not.
Fair enough. Then let's just relax and watch some Korra. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for some of the shows we're doing, including The Legend of Korra, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. All right. And here we go.
After 2 weeks, Republic City continues to recover from Korra's epic battle with Unavatu.
It's only been 2 weeks. Not much of a time jump then.
Unavatu.
Come back, Boomju.
Boomju, yeah.
If you don't want to wear the sweater I made you, that's fine. I'm sorry I got mad. Can we go down now?
I think you're gonna get your wish. Yep. Nope. Oh?
What?
What in the... What?
Airbending.
The hell?
Oh, well, that still hurt a lot.
What?
A breath of fresh air indeed. Boomy.
How are we ever gonna clear away all these vines?
Okay. Nope. Not like that.
Connected with the spirits again.
I don't think the people who used to live here are as excited about it as you are.
Oh, it's in the middle of... Yeah, okay.
That should be fun.
Oh, she's got a...
A glider.
Yeah.
Mr. President, are you concerned that your approval ratings are now nearly as low as the Avatars?
Did I put you in a difficult position by fighting the giant force of pure evil that was going to destroy the whole world? Maybe your administration could have handled that.
That's all. No more questions.
You are not going to believe what just happened. Where's your father?
What is it? What's wrong? The most amazing, wondrous. Time for dinner, everyone.
No.
No! Check this out. Maybe if I... No.
Aw.
I swear I'm not making it up.
I gotta say, I love being a part of this family. Oh, this is great.
Where's Mako?
I told him Tenzin invited us to stay here since our apartment is a vine habitat now.
Oh, that's why.
He said he had to focus on work.
Did you see that? I think the napkin moved.
Look alive, Uncle Boomy!
Oh.
I told you! Wait until I tell Mom. She's gonna love this.
Whoop.
Damn.
Quite impressive. That And why?
Why now?
He was creating this storm like
What?
well, like he was airbending.
Oh.
Sir, that's impossible. Police, open up.
Go away!
1, 2...
I'm so sorry!
Invisible spirit monster attack?
Lynn, you won't believe this. Boomy just started airbending.
I'm afraid he's not the only one.
Wait, we'll help you look for him. Where should we start?
You should leave it to the police. It's police business, you know.
Okay. How are we doing?
I'm just gonna leave.
As you were. Ladies.
You made it even more awkward by doing
Yep.
it.
You're the Avatar, master of all the elements. You should know how to drive. Besides, it's relaxing.
It is.
What?
tell you that we broke up?
Yeah, we all knew. Actually, I need to tell you something about that, and I should have told you this sooner, but while you were gone, I kind of kissed him.
No wonder he's so nervous around us. No, I'm glad it hasn't come between us. I've never had a girlfriend to hang out with and talk to before.
Vine! Vine!
Hey, watch where you're going!
Look, I don't have anything against spirits, but these vines are causing major problems all over the city.
Spirits, vines, we're all the same. Seems like the Avatar would know that.
I think that spirit just gave me an idea how to get rid of these vines.
Ah, okay, the statue is
Back.
back.
For 170 years. But I think the new airbenders will need lots of help and guidance to understand what it means to be a part of our nation.
Don't worry, Dad. We'll help you.
I know you will.
Oh, that's so wholesome.
I hope this works.
He's gonna spirit bend the vines.
Yeah.
And it's working.
How did you know what to do?
Will you send the spirits away now?
How soon can we expect public water service to resume?
And I also have a feeling that that might happen. Oh, and it's just getting even worse. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Look out!
I think that could have gone better.
I was just about to say that.
Change can be good or bad, depending on your point of view.
I know the people's point of view. It's bad.
On the other hand, some people will be very happy, like me. What you did during harmonic convergence may have brought back the Air Nation. That is the act of a great Avatar.
It's scary. It seems like I should be wiser.
True wisdom begins when we accept things as they are. There's no going back to the past.
Did I interrupt an Avatar wisdom session?
Kind
Avatar
of.
wisdom is a thing of the past, Bolin.
Is that a good thing?
Depends who you ask.
Come down immediately, or we will be forced to take action.
Stay back! I'm dangerous!
Maybe don't
That's
threaten
not-
the guy.
yeah,
That's not the
exactly,
way
that's-
to help him.
Exactly.
By talking.
Don't panic. I'm just here to talk.
Please! I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to hurt anyone!
But you're not alone. There are other airbenders, and they want to help you. Actually, they're really excited to meet you.
I don't want to be an airbender.
Let me take you over to Air Temple Island, and we can talk this through, okay?
I've never met a new airbender before. Well, at least not one whose diaper I didn't have to change.
Actually, I just fell off a bridge, so I could use a fresh diaper right about now.
We have a crisis. I order you to leave this city.
What?
You've caused nothing but trouble since you arrived.
There are new airbenders out there, and I'm gonna find them and rebuild the Air Nation.
Don't think I'm not going with you. Who knows who's out there right now, discovering the gift of airbending for the first time.
Poor fucking woman. 4 kids. Alone?
Well, Bumi's there, and Kaya. And what is this? Oh, Order of the White Lotus.
You know the drills are here. Of course.
Sahir?
Have you ever read the poetry of the great airbending guru Lahima? What? It is said that he unlocked the secret of weightlessness, living his final 40 years without ever touching the ground. You blind yourself to the possibilities of a new reality. Now you might want to ration that bowl of rice. You've got 3 weeks until the next shift change. It's the dawning of a new age, the end of the White Lotus, and soon the end of the Avatar.
What the? What? Who the fuck is this guy? Huh, okay, I guess that's the new threat.
All right. It
And-
was a human.
Yes.
Who would have known?
Would have thunk. And an airbender.
Oh,
Or
well.
someone who just recently became an airbender, but apparently he did have time to train because he was pretty good at it. Sahim, was that the name?
Sahir?
Sahir?
Sahir? Sahim? Sahir?
Sahim? Just gonna look it up. Sahir. That's his name. But hey, that was chapter 1. A breath of fresh air. Indeed, yeah. Just as we also kind of said during the thing. But little did we know that it wasn't just Boomy, but many other people, like this dog guy, and then this Sahir guy at the end, who, like, of course we don't know who he is, why he was locked up, what he did, why he's hell-bent on destroying or getting rid of the Order of the White Lotus and the Avatar. Like, what did the Avatar ever do to him? Maybe Aang locked him up and he was someone who was causing problems during Aang's, when in that 70-year time between The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. But I really enjoyed this episode, and it definitely, sets the stage for new things to come. A lot of changes, a new world, and some of my favorite moments from this one was definitely the moments of wisdom, the Avatar wisdom moments, whatever you want to call it, between Tenzin and Korra, and also just, pretty much everything with Tenzin and the stuff involving, maybe restoring the Air Nation. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why, but it seems like his voice has changed. I know it's like the same voice actor, it's still J.K. Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like there's some difference in his voice. Like, he seems calmer and his voice is not as goofy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess we can attribute that to his, newfound wisdom, or, at least when it comes to himself and what he learned in the last book about who he is and his responsibilities. And he's just, he's getting wiser and calmer, and even in situations where he might have gotten a little bit of upset or angry, he didn't lash out in the same way that he did before, that we've seen before. So yeah, I agree with you there. But let's get into some questions or comments on Patreon. We have the first one here from Nolan Green. How long until you believed Boomy airbended and wasn't just dreaming? I actually, I didn't even consider that it might have been a dream at first.
Well, I had to see that there were no one else around. Like, I had to see that when he kind of released and then slammed his face on the ground.
Yeah.
I think that was the point where it's like, maybe he actually did it.
Yeah.
There's a trick to this, but how did he do it?
Yes, and why? And we haven't gotten the entire explanation just yet as to, like, why people are all of a sudden airbending, and are there also people who are able to bend some of the other elements out of nowhere? Like, we've only seen airbending. And yeah, again, why? Why is that a thing now? What happened there at the harmonic convergence, and now that the spirits are part of this world? Like, I'm sure that has something to do with it, because that is the big change that happened. Or maybe it's something we don't know about just yet.
Yeah, I know it's probably very wrong, but I just feel like maybe it was when Korra broke, or it was not Korra who broke it, but like when the link to the past Avatar lives were broken. Maybe there was something, I know it sounds silly, but like all those reincarnations, maybe those
spirits, or for lack of a better word.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it, like energies or whatever, that they were like soul, whatever. They were released and maybe found their way to someone.
Dispersed out into the world and found new host bodies.
But then again, then we would see a rise in all the other kind of benders as well. What on earth is this? I have no idea. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know either. But all right, next comment here from Ken Dillon. The gift of airbenders being back in the world is such a good thing. But clearly some bad people were also given the ability. Why do you think Sahir wants to end the Avatar? And why was he in such a secure and remote prison if he didn't even have bending before? That's a good question. Yeah, he must really have been a dangerous guy. And I think, like, so far, I'm definitely going to go with what we talked about at the beginning here, that Aang might have locked him up, and he has a vendetta against Aang, also therefore the Avatar and the Order of the White Lotus.
Maybe someone else. And it seemed like he's very good at talking.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be revolving around Aang, is what I mean. Like, it could be, I don't know, Zuko or someone else. But he definitely pissed off the wrong people. And then he was sent off to that secure jail. And we saw how he was able to get out. And that was because he was able to manipulate a lot. Like, he was talking and he was kind of like not diverting the expectations. No, he was distracting them.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
He seems quite knowledgeable. And he was talking about something like with a myth or a legend about this airbender or guru who was able to levitate himself off the earth and didn't touch the ground for the last like 40 years of his life. And that might have been true, might not have been. So yeah, he has a lot of knowledge about the past. And then, as you said, yeah, he pissed off the wrong people, that being the White Lotus and maybe the Avatar, and now he wants revenge, and he's out there. So yeah, definitely what you're saying, Ken, is just some bad people. They got it too, and that's unfortunate. But the prospect of there being more Airbenders, and then Tenzin being able to rebuild the Air Nation, and for like there to be people in some of the Air Temples again, like that's at least something that's pretty cool, awesome, and
you could definitely see how much that meant for Tenzin.
A lot, yeah. And he really wished that Aang could have been alive to see this, because there hasn't been a lot of airbenders since like in 170 years. Like, Aang was the last airbender for a long while, and now and it was only his family or his descendants. But now Boomy got it as well. I think that's pretty cool. He's also gonna have to learn how to handle that. And what's that going to do for him? Because he's been identifying as a non-bender for a long time. But all of a sudden now he can. Yeah, so many things.
I don't think he's gonna be mad at it. And
No.
I think there might be some sort of, there has to be some sort of pattern, right? Why only some people are getting airbending. Like, for example, Boomy is a son of an airbender. So there must be some sort of connection to the different people. Like, I know...
Or maybe it's just random.
But, well, we know that the airbenders were taken. So they must have families we don't know about. So maybe it's some sort of like dormant gene, or if we look at it at a biological perspective, like it's some sort of like a recessive gene or something like that's been passed on.
Yeah, but weren't all the air nomads and therefore all the airbenders wiped out?
Yeah, but that's what I meant. Like, we don't know their families.
Oh, okay. So you're saying they might have had families that weren't able to airbend, but they still had that inside of them, and they weren't part of the air nomad society that got wiped out by Sosin. Perhaps. Yeah, many possibilities.
I know it's not necessarily a genetic thing, but if you look at it like a genetic thing, then I don't know over like hundreds of years if that would be possible, but...
Could be an explanation, sure. And then from Shane Sadler, did this season premiere feel more relaxing and character-driven compared to the two previous ones? The first two books started with an immediate problem to be fixed: radical equalists and angry spirits. This one does too, but the more important motivation seems to be Korra and Tenzin's decision to journey to guide the airbenders, which I thought was cool. Yeah, maybe it was a bit more down to earth, this one, like, to start off with, even though there was some issues and everything going on in Republic City. It definitely felt more linked to what came before than what we got at the book 2 premiere and in the first chapter there. So yeah, I don't know. I just know that I enjoyed it, and I'm looking very much forward to what's to come in the rest of the book. And then from Austin D, if Amon represented an extreme form of communism, and Unalaq represented a radical form of theocracy, what do you predict Sahir might represent? I know it's early, but I'm curious what your predictions are. I have not thought that far ahead at all. I don't know if we want to. Yeah, I've never thought as Amon as being a communist. But
Nope.
It's gonna be interesting no matter what. Like so far, he just seems dangerous, a guy who's out to get some revenge. I don't know what he's gonna represent just yet. You know, his ideals in that way, and if he's out to like change the world in any way, or if he's just out to get something like for personal gain. That's what it seems so far. But I'm sure we'll get to know the guy pretty soon.
Yeah, because I have absolutely no idea who that guy. Like, I have no
clue.
idea.
No clue. And then Austin also says, how do you think Roku or Aang would have handled the media and press? I always felt bad that Korra had this big new annoyance she had to deal with, where past avatars didn't in the same way. And it doesn't help that her personality doesn't mesh well with the public approval idea. She always has so much work to do in this new world. Yeah, that's an issue for sure. Something that she had to deal with, or not that much anymore, because she's not really gonna be in Republic City. She just got banished by the fucking president, which that seems like a stupid and also a dick move. But yeah, what do you think?
I don't think it would have been that big of a difference actually, because like they are a nuisance to everybody. So even like, well, Korra is definitely a bit more hot-headed, in I would say, in contrast to Roku and Aang.
Yeah.
But they like, it is annoying. Like, how do you actually like?
How do you handle that? How do you handle being told that your approval rating is at 8%, and why should you even care? Like, that's why I really love the conversation she had with Tenzin. Sorry, you were about to say something.
Oh, well, just that they are always, in your face, and they ask questions, and they constantly nag you about what do you want, what are you doing about, or what are you planning to do about this problem, and it's always in your face, and it's always like nagging, and as an avatar, you're kind of supposed to not get involved with that. But I think there's only so many times you can say no comments before at some point you're gonna snap and be like, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. I could easily see even someone like Aang or Roku snap at reporters and at the journalists and the press, just like Korra did. Where it's like, I am dealing with so much. My responsibility is balancing the entire world. I made a decision. It's only been 2 fucking weeks and I'm trying to handle it. And you're just thinking of your own little bubble here in this city, and there's so much more. And maybe it's a good thing she's not going to be dealing with that anymore. So you can take it as a kind of a blessing in disguise that she got banished by the president. And I'm just going to reiterate once again, I really thought that was a dick move. Like, she just saved all of you. You were witnesses. Like, you witnessed this fucking huge monster come and try to destroy the city. She saved your asses. And yes, then she made a decision that is gonna make life a bit more difficult for some people to begin with. But she has to look at the bigger picture as the Avatar. And I'm glad that she then gets to do that instead of dealing with all these annoying people in Republic City.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got one last one here from Nevik. In the long run, do you agree with Korra's decision to mix the spirit world with the human world? And if you were a citizen in Republic City, what do you think you'd be feeling? Would you side with the president, or would you accept these changes to your life? It's difficult to say.
Yeah, because we're not really ever been put in a situation like that.
No, you could for sure equate it to something going on in maybe the real world, or just big changes to your life, or having to live side by side with people you maybe haven't had to live side by side with for your entire life. Nothing as big as this, nothing with like big vines causing problems in the city, and we don't have to like no spirit animals in our world. So I can definitely see it from both sides. It's very understandable that people are getting frustrated about this because those changes are huge, and it's gonna mean that they're gonna have to adapt to something that they maybe weren't ready for. But yeah, one can only hope that would have an open mind to things or to changes, and try to adapt at least, and not just lash out. But yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think I would be very mad if I was not compensated. For example, for the vines, like if you destroy my property or like my home,
Oh yeah.
I would want you to repay me for what you have destroyed or compensate me so I could go to somewhere where there are not huge vines destroying things.
Yeah.
Because you made a choice to Korra could just have left the spirit portals closed. She would just have closed them. And then the world would be the same. So like for me it's just like I think I very much agree with Tenzin. Like you adapt to these changes. You see that there's a good in it, there's bad in it, and for some people it's bad, and it's all about the way you look at it. It's all about your perspective on things. And while he thinks it's a good thing, I have actually no opinion on the matter, I think, as to whether it's a good thing or not.
No, we haven't really seen the benefits, so to say, just yet of humans and spirits living side by side. Like so far here and during the first 2 weeks, it's not really been that smooth. It's just caused a lot of problems, and there's gonna be a lot of friction at first, but we'll see if things get better or if it's just gonna continue to get worse and worse, and people are gonna get more and more angry about these changes, and then we can maybe make some sort of decision when we get to that point whether we think it's good or not.
I don't think it works because of people, because of humans. That's why I don't think it's gonna work, because humans are a pest. And
we're not all that bad.
Not all humans, I guess.
No. Sure, the spirits can be a handful as well sometimes.
Yeah, but and I get like if your world is you have to share your corner of the world with someone who is moving in, I'd rather say moving in, then it can be a bit difficult to try and find common ground and share. But it's just like the way I know people and humans, they are not willing to share, and they are not willing to let them integrate, and yeah. So I don't think, and I know it's just me being pessimistic, but unless something really like a huge change is gonna happen within people and within this world, then it's not gonna be good, this whole merging thing.
So all in all, maybe Korra shouldn't have done that.
I don't know if the world was ready for it.
Yeah, or if it ever was going to be.
If it's ever gonna be a good time for it.
Yeah. We'll see. This was only the first chapter, and we got 12 more to go in this book. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and definitely a bit of a cliffhanger there with this Sahir guy, and what's that going to mean, and what sort of a villain is he going to be. That's really exciting. But do you have anything else you want to add to this one? Nope. All right, then that's going to do it for this reaction and review of The Legend of Korra. Book 3, Chapter 1, A Breath of Fresh Air. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.